Hi everybody, welcome to the tutorial series of JDBC titled as simply JDBC. Up to now we have seen the sample code base also uh, of the JDBC using type 4 driver. So now today we will basically see into the actual code and how it works on NetBeans. So I have opened this SQL workbench, that is MySQL workbench, and we can see it here. The study is a database, and in that there is a table which is called as employee. In that I already have populated few records. So say for example there are one is Ganesh, two is Suresh, like that there are 4 records are already populated, and I can see that when I run such a query. So suppose if I run this query, then I can see these records which are already there. Now let's go to the Java code base. So in this Java code base you can see this, the name of the project is basically my JDBC CRUD. In that I have created 3 files. So one is employee. Here in this employee basically you have just the ID of the employee and the name of the employee. Then my JDBC CRUD is where you have the different methods which are related to read, then reading records, then read a single record, then insert, update and delete. So all the standard CRUD operations are part of this class which is my JDBC CRUD. Then when we go to the class which is my main, so that is just a test class. From the main we are actually invoking the different methods that are part of my JDBC CRUD. And in the libraries we can have the library related to the JDBC connector which is provided by MySQL. So that's basically about the overall structuring of the code. So let's now go and run this code, and we'll run this code in a debug mode, and we will also see the execution output. So now you can see the control has come on this line. So I am starting from the class my main, and in the main here I have already given the DB URL which is pointing to my local host, and the study is the name of my database. So this is the DB URL, and then in the main I am just doing the single stepping, and then you can see this I have populated with few properties that I require as part of invoking the methods. Now I can basically go into the try loop, and now you can see this I am actually invoking DB read record. So I am going to get all the list of records that are present in the database. So I should be getting all these 4 names are there, like, so let's see whether it works. So I am putting it in output, where the output will be printed because DB read records will be printing it. So let's go into the DB read record. Now we are in the DB read record, and here we have sent all the table name as well as the key name, and then the properties, a name and all that, whatever. So all those things are already added into this. Now I already have explained you the steps. So here the first step is to register a driver, then open a connection, then you will get a connection, then you create a statement, then you create an SQL statement or a SQL query basically, then you will execute it, and once you are done then it will iterate in the loop. So you can see it's iterating in the loop, and you can see the names are getting printed in the down. So those names are printed, and then I will close this result set, then I will close the statement, then it will return the true, that means the things are done, otherwise it would have gone in exception. Then here it is closed, and then it will return ret value as a true, otherwise by default it is false. So that way the first thing is done. Then I will because the ret val is true, then I will basically the if will and then it will say that records are displayed successfully, reading and display of record is done successfully. Now I am creating the object of employee. There I am putting a record as 1 because I am going to show you how to read a single record. So that's why we have to select only one particular record whose ID has to be passed. So we are passing that ID via this object, which is EMP object, and the other fields are required to make DB read single record working. So we'll go into this. Again the same thing, class for register JDBC driver connection, then create statement, execute the query. You can see this query is getting executed. Then we will get one name because it's a unique. Now it will come out immediately. Then we have done B ret value is true, and then we'll close the connection, and that's the way The reading of single record is done successfully, and you can see the name has come as Ganesh because the first name was Ganesh. Similarly, now we will go and show the insertion operation. So we have selected here some ID we will like to create with 1001, and let's say the name of employee is Lion. So now we will go and enter into this. So insertion of record. Now you can see it here, we are getting the connection, we created the statement. Then we basically have copied into the value 1 and value 2 because which is ID and name, and we have formed the query statement which is a string, usage of string. Then we have done the execute update. So update statement, that means the insertion is done, and if rate is greater than 0, so if it is a successful insertion, then rate will be greater than 0, then we'll return true and we'll close it. We will close the connection and then we'll return it. Now you can see it here, insert done successfully. Then we'll once again read the statement, and you can see that all the names have come, and added to it you can now see this Lion has also come because we just have inserted as ID as 1001. Now let's try to update this name Lion to Bull. So we'll try that. So we have given the new name which is Bull. Now you can see it in the code, it is Bull. Then we will call the update record. So update will go here. Once again on the similar lines of insert record, update is there. So we created the statement, then we have passed the name as well as ID, and now here the update employee set property name. So property name here is the name, so that will be set, and then where key name is equal to and key value is employee ID. So this particular thing is kept here. Now we will have the return. So here again the return is greater than 1 because the execute update has happened. So here update query has run. Then once again you will have rate value is equal to true. Then we will close. Then we will close the connection also, and we will return it. So now we can see this record updated. Once again we will do the reading of records, and then now you can see it here. The record has come, and now instead of record updated has come, this statement has come here. You can see it here, and now instead of Lion it has come as Bull. Now we would like to show the working of delete record. So delete record, here we are just passing the ID. So now you can see it here, the delete record is basically the record is deleted, and it will return a success or failure based on whatever the, so let's say here it has already written and is true. So now we can just enter into the code here, and we can see the record deleted, and once again we will read the record. So now you can see it here, only 4 record as the previous one is there. So and then finally we will be in the main, and then we are done. So that's the way basically the working of the full complete CRUD operations for JDBC using Java has been shown. So you can, once again I will repeat, this is a CRUD operation, and delete I will just quickly show you because I just executed delete without going into stepwise execution because it's a simple program. So you can see it here in the update, and then we can see it here delete. So delete also the same, you are registering the driver, then you will get the connection we create, and here you can see the delete statement, delete from table where ID is whatever 1001 was passed because we were using it for Lion and Bull, we did it, and then it will execute. So again the same execute update statement is done, and we will close it. So this is about the CRUD operations in the class which are defined in my JDBC CRUD. Employee is just the property which is a placeholder for employee class. You can have multiple properties like that, and then my main is where the main is written, which is like a test function to invoke the library. So that's it. I will just once again reiterate my contact. So our presentation was simply JDBC. My mail ID is orangebears@gmail.com, and my mobile is 9890968993. Please do contact if you have any issues with the code or any help required. Thank you.